Bow staff workout. We'll go through some of the objectives of the bow staff workout. We'll start off with what the objective is not, and then go into what the objective is. What the objective is not is to become like a master at martial arts or even a master at the bow staff. If that's your goal, you may pick up some tips here, but this isn't really what our objective is. Our objective is to have the bow staff as something that is accessible, can fit into a workout type routine, can be accessible to anybody, whether their end objective is a martial arts based objective or not. We will, of course, be learning some martial arts techniques as we learn the bow staff, but our end objective is really geared towards a workout with the bow staff and having that workout be accessible to more people. We'll start off with basic techniques and we'll break them down to individual steps so anybody can learn the bow staff from a step-by-step type basis. There are, of course, physical limitations, but it is a process that most anybody can learn, and we'll start to break that process down so anybody can learn it. Okay, not anybody can learn it, but in a way that's much more accessible than is usually seen. We also want something to be accessible for people to do at their home. They don't have to go to a special location to do it, and even in the home. So we can actually use this as a process or something that we can do as a workout to break things up. If we're in the middle of work and we want to get up and work out a little bit, we can use the bow staff to do that. One of the restrictions with a bow staff is, of course, space. So we need some area of space. We want to be able to put a system together that we can have a limited amount of space and still be able to use the bow staff. So if we're inside, if we're at our workstation, we've got our TV over here, we've got our vase and whatnot, how can we use the bow staff or use some techniques with the bow staff that we could still apply within a limited amount of space without knocking over the TV or the workstation? So we'll talk about those kind of concepts and think of techniques that we can use with a limited amount of space. That same concept can apply to scalability. So in other words, if you are a workout instructor of some kind, many people that teach some type of workouts techniques stay away from things like the bow staff because it's hard to scale. If you have a lot of people with a bow staff, they might be hitting each other. And so how can we think about a bow staff, work that into a workout technique, which is actually a very gratifying thing to do, something that works well with other types of techniques that are being used in workout routines without having the problem of it not being scalable because of basically the space that would be needed to be using a bow staff. So we're going to look at techniques that we could do with a limited amount of space, a smaller bow staff that's still a bow staff, and how can we use that bow staff effectively in a smaller area of space and therefore be able to use a smaller area of space and populate it with enough people that would possibly make it worthwhile to have a class of something like a bow staff, meaning a large enough class size to teach the bow staff, to make it something profitable and enjoyable and not dangerous to those involved.